I know Drake's lawyers are just unserious people because all UMG has to do to get rid of this defamation case is
Drake is no stranger to controversy, but the recent drama surrounding his lawsuits against Universal Music Group, UMG, has many questioning the legitimacy of his claims and the seriousness of his legal battles. The truth is, all UMG has to do to put an end to the defamation case Drake has filed against them is to release one particular video from a concert, a video that has already been seen by countless people. In this video, there's some blue lighting, and it could serve as proof that Drake's allegations about UMG and Spotify faking streams are unfounded. However, despite these potential defenses, the lawsuit continues to unfold in a way that could significantly shake up the music industry. Drake's accusations are serious. He has accused UMG and Spotify of using bots to inflate the numbers for Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. This track has been a hot topic because, according to Drake, it's part of a larger scheme to elevate Kendrick at his expense. The stakes are high for Drake, who has built his career in partnership with UMG, but it's clear he's not backing down. In fact, this feud could spell trouble for everyone involved. Drake's accusations come at a time when Kendrick Lamar is aiming to make major gains in the industry. This week, Kendrick is hoping to see a roughly 440% increase in U.S. sales and a 20% bump in U.S. streams. It's clear that Kendrick's star is on the rise, and Drake, not one to be overshadowed, seems to be making moves to ensure he remains at the top. However, there's a sense that this conflict with UMG is more personal than just a dispute over streaming numbers. It's also about power, respect, and control. Drake's relationship with UMG and its CEO Lucian Grange has been a complicated one. In the past, Drake was the golden boy of the label, benefiting from special treatment and high-profile deals that few other artists could dream of. At one point, Drake was offered a deal worth anywhere between $400 million and $500 million, a figure that's almost unheard of in the music industry. But now it seems that Drake may have gotten too comfortable and overestimated his influence within the company. The tension began when Drake made moves to push his contract to an even more astronomical figure, $600 million. He believed that because of his past relationship with UMG and the success he had brought to the label, they would bend to his will. However, UMG wasn't having it. When they refused to meet his demands, Drake filed lawsuits accusing the label of wrongdoing, specifically alleging that they were involved in a conspiracy with Spotify to boost Kendrick Lamar's track, Not Like Us, through artificial streaming methods. But here's where the situation gets even more complicated. Drake's lawsuits paint a picture of a man who has overestimated his power within UMG and failed to recognize the true nature of his relationship with Lucian Grange. Drake seems to have convinced himself that his relationship with Grange was more familial than business-oriented. However, as Kanye West has often pointed out, the music industry is about money and control, and Drake has now found himself caught in the middle of this reality. In the midst of all this, Kendrick Lamar has found himself pulled into the drama. Rumors are circulating that Drake is planning to release a new diss track aimed not only at Kendrick, but also at UMG, and it's expected to debut during his upcoming tour in Australia. This only adds fuel to the fire, as it seems like Drake can't let go of the feud and continues to escalate the situation, potentially making things worse for himself. The underlying issue in all of this is not just about Drake's beef with Kendrick or UMG, it's about the music industry's monopoly and the level of control that UMG exerts over artists in their careers. UMG has long been a dominant force in the music industry, owning or having a share in nearly every major label in the US. If Drake were to win his lawsuit, he could potentially gain access to a huge amount of money that would otherwise go to funding other labels under UMG's umbrella. However, this may be a double-edged sword for Drake, as it could also alienate him from the very people who helped make him a star in the first place. For years, Drake has been UMG's top earner, bringing in millions for the company. He was treated like a VIP, with access to privileges that other artists could only dream of. In fact, the deal that Drake locked in with UMG back in 2021 was so lucrative that it's been the subject of much speculation. Some sources claim that Drake's contract also involved equity, meaning he might own a piece of other artists' catalogs under UMG. This would be a major move for Drake if true, and could explain some of the rumors about his interest in acquiring Kendrick Lamar's catalog. This would be a bold power move, but it also speaks to the growing animosity between the two artists. In the midst of this drama, Lucian Grange's name has been brought up again, and not in a good way. Grange has been involved in several high-profile lawsuits lately, including one filed by Diddy, where his name came up as part of the accusations surrounding Diddy's alleged criminal activities. Additionally, the producer Lil Rod filed a lawsuit against Diddy that implicated both Grange and UMG. However, Grange and UMG were ultimately removed from the lawsuit, a move that many believe was influenced by the power and resources of UMG's legal team. Despite managing to sidestep these legal troubles, Grange now finds himself back in the spotlight, and not in a way he would have liked. With Drake's lawsuits gaining attention, there are increasing rumors that Kendrick Lamar may dig deeper into the industry's secrets, particularly in relation to the allegations Drake has made about being falsely accused of being a certified PDF file in Kendrick's track. Grange and UMG are reportedly keeping a close eye on the situation, fearing that more of these secrets could come to light. Adding to the complexity of the situation is Drake's insistence on pushing forward with his lawsuits despite Spotify's response. Spotify has vehemently denied Drake's accusations that they collaborated with UMG to artificially inflate streaming numbers for Kendrick Lamar's track. In a court filing, Spotify called Drake's claims false and accused him of attempting to manipulate the legal system. They even went so far as to accuse Drake of filing his case in a way that bypasses the normal legal processes, arguing that his claims were too weak to stand up in a real lawsuit. Drake, however, is not backing down. His representatives have responded to Spotify's motion, maintaining that the streaming service is simply trying to distance itself from UMG's allegedly manipulative practices. In Drake's view, if Spotify and UMG have nothing to hide, they should have no problem complying with his requests for discovery in the case. But this legal back and forth only seems to be escalating, and it's unclear where it will all lead. One of the most intriguing aspects of this entire situation is the potential impact it could have on Drake's career. He's poked the bear by going after UMG and Spotify, and now it remains to be seen if this is a move that will pay off or backfire. Drake's influence in the music industry is undeniable, but UMG is a massive, powerful company with far-reaching control. If Drake continues to press this issue, it could lead to a long, drawn-out legal battle that could harm his reputation and relationships in the industry. The bottom line is that Drake is playing a dangerous game. He's made bold accusations, filed lawsuits, and seemingly burned bridges with UMG, the company that helped make him a superstar. Now, as Kendrick Lamar's star continues to rise, and as new rumors swirl about Drake's diss track and possible plans to target both Kendrick and UMG, the question remains, is it worth it? Will Drake emerge victorious, or has he bitten off more than he can chew? It's clear that this conflict is far from over. Whether or not Drake's legal battles will change the way the music industry operates is uncertain, but one thing is for sure, the drama is only going to get messier from here. As we watch this play out, it's hard not to wonder if Drake will eventually regret pushing UMG too far, or if he's just playing his hand in the biggest game of his career. Stay tuned for more updates as this saga continues to unfold.